Welcome back everybody, and thanks for tuning in to another video here at The Popular Room. Now, if you're new to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified whenever we post. But if you're a regular here, thanks for coming back and tuning in to another video, and we appreciate your support. Now, in today's video, we're going to be addressing the stigma that has been attached to Cardi since it was made popular on that radio show, and that is this lie that Cardi does not write her own music. Now, this has been an ongoing nuisance that Cardi doesn't write, despite this lie only being started and spread by one person, despite there being several people in the industry who have admitted that Cardi does in fact write her own lyrics. Now, we could easily just post the writing credits of any song Cardi has rapped on to show that with her name being in the credits, she's a writer. But what kind of fun would that be, right? People seem to skip over her name actually being in the writing credits on songs, so maybe reading just isn't their thing, and it's okay to admit that. But let's hope that hearing it broken down in this video, it will help their comprehension. So let's get into it. Cardi B and her writing abilities have never been an issue of focus when it came to Cardi and her music. That is until September of 2018 on an episode of Queen Radio, when another female rapper found the opportunity to take aim at Cardi out of jealousy. Now, during an over an hour-long rant about Cardi, one of the lies spewed during this tantrum was the idea that Cardi does not write her own raps, and since then, this has been following Cardi ever since. Now, this was also the same person that said it was all about the stats and the plaques. However, once Cardi came in the game and started to get the stats and the plaques and surpassed others, the goalpost shifted. What's funny though, is that it shifted to something that Cardi B does as well, which we will break down throughout this video. Now, growing up in the Bronx, Cardi was surrounded by hip-hop and took the craft very seriously, despite what others attempt to say. Now, Cardi studied the art of rap, and at one point, she was a battle rap ring girl and was seen at several New York underground rap battles, focused and absorbing all that the art of rap had to offer. Now, prior to this lie being told that Cardi doesn't write her own raps, Cardi had put out 2 very successful mixtapes and several songs, all of which were written by Cardi herself. Now let's take a look at Cardi's very first mixtape, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 1. One of the most popular songs from that mixtape, On Fleek, which was one of her most recognizable songs from the mixtape, was written solely by Cardi herself. Every other song on the mixtape was written by Cardi, Swift, who was a friend and former producer of Cardi's, and Shaft, her former manager under KSR. Now at that time, while Cardi knew friend and co-writer Partisan Fontaine, he was only credited on one other song on the mixtape, which was her song What's Poppin'. Now, following up on this mixtape, her second mixtape, Gangsta Bitch Music Volume 2, Cardi's writing credits are all through that second mixtape as well. But in one of her most iconic songs, Red Bars, which was released in April of 2017, Cardi is the sole writer on that song. Now, if you don't know the song, you may want to go and listen to it, as it was very popular during the Worldstar hip-hop days, and it truly showcased Cardi's writing abilities. This song also helped put Cardi in a lot of conversations at the time as a rising star, and to this day, Red Bars is credited as one of Cardi's best lyrical songs, again, a song written entirely by Cardi herself. Cardi has even gone on IG Live a few times discussing her writing, including one of her speaking about framing her raps as well.
Johnny said that he's gonna fucking put on the walls and all over the studio every single time. Cause everybody be like, oh, the bitch don't be riding. We're gonna be putting it every single motherfucking time on the motherfucking walls.
One of the main songs people try to use as a drag towards Cardi is the Grammy-nominated song Be Careful from her Grammy Award-winning album Invasion of Privacy. Now, people try to use this song to say that Partisan Fontaine, who is a known credited co-writer with Cardi, was Cardi's ghostwriter on the song, despite the song initially being demoed by Partisan Fontaine himself.
You would have learned your lesson about liking pictures, not returning texts. I guess it's fine, man, I get the message.
Now, Cardi heard the song and expressed that she would love to do the song herself.
Partisan is a big part of the song. You know, I heard the record and I was like, motherfucker, I want that record for me. So, you know, I flicked it, I made it to a girl version.
Now, this was never meant to be released by Partisan as a single, and again, it was only a demo. For those of you who don't know how the music industry works, artists do demo and reference tracks that they send to other artists as songwriters very often. So people try to use this clip of Cardi as a drag due to her mentioning the word ghostwriter.
I don't give a fuck, ghostwriter, co-writer, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Fuck you. ghostwriters, ho.
Now, at one point, people did attempt to circulate that clip as a means to say that Cardi herself admitted to using a ghostwriter on the song. However, in that same clip, she said that she flipped it to fit more of a female perspective, thus adding her own writing and her own experiences to that particular song. However, you can't be a ghostwriter if you're credited on the song. Now, Cardi also attempts to get dragged for this song due to the amount of writers on the track. So let's break down the writing credits of this song really quick, shall we? Now, this song contains an interpolation of Lauryn Hill's X Factor, which in itself samples Can It Be All So Simple, which was written and performed by Wu-Tang Clan. Now, with this, Lauryn Hill, of course, is credited on the song as a writer, as well as every single member of the Wu-Tang Clan. Now, that's RZA, Method Man, U-God, Ghostface Killah, GZA, Inspector Deck, Old Dirty Bastard, and Raekwon. This is just to show why there are so many names within this song's writing credits. Regardless though, co-writing in the rap industry is not a rare phenomenon. Rappers have been getting assistance in writing since rap's inception. Now, what I find funny about this is that Kanye West himself admitted that hearing Partisan's work on Cardi's song Drip urged him to reach out to Partisan to help write on his 2018 album Ye, and Kanye himself admitted that Partisan was indeed a ghostwriter of the song Violent Crimes, yet no one better than I at this. So can we stop the selective outrage when it comes to Cardi? For reference, when it comes to writing and writing only, let's take a look at some other songs, shall we? Now let's start with Will Smith's Grammy Award-winning song, Summertime. Will Smith, vocally, is the only person rapping on the song, so, in going by the logic of naysayers and Stan Twitter, he should be the only credited writer on the song, yet here, you can see that he was not the sole writer on the song, even when you take away the credited songwriters from the sample that was used on the song. For more reference, here's a list of other popular songs by rappers that were either co-written or solely written by someone else. Chris Brown's verse on Loyal was written by Ty Dolla $ign. Dr. Dre's Still DRE was written by Jay-Z. Will Smith's Getting Jiggy With It was co-written by rapper Nas. Lil Kim's Queen Bee was written by Notorious B.I.G. Eazy-E's Boys in the Hood was written by Ice Cube for Eazy-E, who didn't rap at the time, and Esther Dean co-wrote on Super Bass, also lending background vocals to the finished track. Even with the iconic single I'll Be Missing You by Diddy, which was in memory of his best friend B.I.G., Diddy himself is not even a credited writer on the song, and rapper Sauce Money is credited, as it said that he was the writer of Diddy's verses. There's many more where this came from, but you get the point. Now, I know you're probably wondering, what does any of this have to do with Cardi B, right? Well, this is just to show that Cardi's not the only artist in hip-hop to use other credited co-writers on very popular hip-hop songs. However, she is the only one that's being publicly scrutinized for it. Cash Doll has also come out to say that while she does write a huge percentage of her music, she is also one that can admit to having co-writers and assistants with writing.
So do you write all your music?
No.
Okay.
I'm an honest person. I write most of my music.
Okay.
Sometimes I'm in the studios. People might help me come up with a hook.
Okay.
Some people might help, that's how writers gonna eat. If somebody, that's how they make.
Right. That's what they
feed
do.
their
Right.
family.
Exactly.
So again, having other writers is not a foreign thing. However, it's blown way out of proportion when it comes to Cardi B. Now, if you were to do deep searches, it's highly unlikely that you won't see at least one other person attached to a song's writing credits. Even big artists such as Kendrick Lamar, Megan Thee Stallion, Eminem, Drake, as well as Nicki Minaj have used co-writers on some of their biggest songs. So why is it an issue when Cardi does it? And since people love to run with the narrative that Cardi doesn't write, let's get into artists who have spoken out in support of Cardi. We'll start with Partisan Fontaine, who is a known credited co-writer with Cardi, speaking on Cardi writing.
So boom, let me put this out. I feel like there's no better place to put this out than right here. Cardi B writes her own music. You feel me? She writes her own music. She has her own ideas, genuine thoughts. So, but me just being more seasoned in the rap, I can be like, I bet. This is a better way to say that bar. Change this bar out. Let them switch this around. So if I can help my friend.
Steel sharpens steel.
Yeah, you feel me? If I can help my friend, why would I not? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Wack 100, who produced Blueface's Tatiana, confirmed that he was indeed in the studio with Cardi when she wrote her Tatiana remix verse in front of him. and said that anyone claiming that she copied them is simply clout chasing. Brazilian singer and songwriter Lumia also shared in an interview with Popline that as soon as she let Cardi listen to a song in the studio, Cardi began writing her verse right in front of her. Now, it's funny how one person can start a narrative and those less than smart can continue to attach to those words, despite others who have worked personally with Cardi acknowledging that Cardi does indeed write. You know, another thing that also shows that Cardi writes are her multiple ASCAP awards. Now, let's flex a little bit, huh? The American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers, better known as the ASCAP, is an organization that license, collect, and distribute public performance royalties for songwriters and publishers. Keyword, songwriters. Since 2018, Cardi has won a whopping 29 ASCAP awards, between ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Music Awards, ASCAP Pop Music Awards, and El Premio ASCAP. Of those 29, 2 are for Songwriter of the Year, with the Rhythm and Soul Music Awards, winning back-to-back in 2019 and in 2020. Now, in 2019, she won this award with Be Careful, I Like It, Motorsport, No Limit, Bartier Cardi, Bodak Yellow, Finesse, and Ring. In 2020, she won for the Tatiana remix, Backing It Up, Please Me, Ring, Money, Press, Twerk, and Clout. She has also won the same award in 2020 for WAP. With Cardi winning Songwriter of the Year twice, she became the first female artist in history to be deemed Songwriter of the Year twice at the ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Music Awards. Now again, I didn't just say the first female rapper, she's the first female artist, period, to win Songwriter of the Year twice at the ASCAP Rhythm and Soul Music Awards. Now, while she is the first female rapper, she makes the 4th female artist overall who have won this Songwriter of the Year award, following behind Candy Burris, Alicia Keys, and Mary J. Blige, who have all won the award once. Now, we understand that the haters hate to see Cardi win, and that's what makes her winning that much more sweet. Outside of Stan Twitter, Cardi is highly recognized and respected, and these awards show that her writing is recognized and she receives the proper respect for it. Despite what anybody has to say regarding Cardi and her writing, the proof is in the pudding. It's obvious with her name being in the actual song's writing credits, as well as the multiple ASCAP awards that she's won. If it makes you sleep better at night with the idea that Cardi doesn't write, then sweet dreams. However, your Stan Twitter limited knowledge and blindly following the words of someone else doesn't really matter at this point. Cardi's writing credits are known where it really matters, and that's with the fans, her true supporters, Billboard, and the ASCAP, as well as other notable outlets that recognizes her writing efforts. To sum it all up, does Cardi have ghostwriters? No. Does Cardi write her own lyrics? Yes. Does Cardi have credited co-writers, just like several other rappers in this industry? Absolutely. So if you continue to choose to follow and latch on to a narrative that does not fit Cardi's artistry, then that's on you, unfortunately. But let us know what you thought of the video by sounding off in the comment section below, and we'll see you in the next video.